Welcome to our studio, Crusade for Freedom, located in the heartland of America. Our desire is to be a symbol of hope by spreading the message of freedom to millions. We encourage everyone to visit our website at crusadeforfreedom.com. That's crusade, the number 4, freedom.com. Please be sure to subscribe to our website and like us on Facebook. We are so glad you stopped by today and hope you will keep coming back. Welcome back to Crusade for Freedom. Today's podcast is going to be an article written by Breitbart titled Exclusive Excerpt, Michelle Malkin, Open Borders, Inc., Who's Funding America's Destruction? The following is an exclusive excerpt from Michelle Malkin's new book, Open Borders, Inc., Who's Funding America's Destruction? Available Tuesday, September the 10th. To fully appreciate the manufacturing of the 2018 to 2019 invasions of our southern border, you must first understand this. Pueblo Sin Fronteras is just one cog in the well-oiled illegal alien caravan generating machine. Let's start with what Open Borders advocates themselves call their underground railroad of migrant safe houses that extend across Central America, through Mexico, and up into the U.S. This sprawling network of aid stations has been in place for years, bolstered by global interest, left-wing activists, and religious institutions that advocate for illegal aliens. In 2012, for example, the United Nations International Organization of Migration, the IOM, in Mexico signed cooperation agreements with 3 migrant shelters along Mexico's southern border to support their work assisting irregulars traveling through the Mexican states of Chiapas and Oaxaca on their way to the U.S. The IOM pact guaranteed supplies of medicine, hygiene products, construction materials, as well as therapy services and legal training at the previously mentioned Hermanas en el Camino shelter, along with the Catholic-run Hogar de la Misericordia shelter and Jesus el Buen Pastor del Pobre y el Migrante shelter. IOM extended similar aid to 9 other migrant shelters in the northern and central parts of Mexico, from Chihuahua, Sonora, Tamaulipas, Veracruz, Tlaxcala, in the center of the country. On the southern border of Mexico, Chiapas, the city of Tapachula, is the first entry point for Central Americans headed to the U.S. There, the Fray Matias de Cordova Human Rights Center provides comprehensive support to illegal alien travelers, including legal consultations, monitoring detention centers, and offering online resources, art and social activities, job training, and basic social service to migrants. Also in Tapachula, the Jesuit Refugee Service, JRS, opens its churches and pastoral centers to provide shelter, monetary aid, voluntary aid, and emergency assistance. Its team of lawyers, psychologists, social workers, and Jesuit clergy spread from Tapachula to Comalapa and Mexico City. JRS staff served as Sherpas for the 2018 caravan marchers and liaisons with the UN High Commissioner of Refugees. There's no shortage of travel guides through the expansive network of Catholic volunteers. JRS is part of a binational coalition called the Kino Border Initiative, KBI, stationed in Nogales, Arizona, and Nogales, Sonora, Mexico, since 2009. Along with JRS, the partners who provide direct humanitarian assistance and accompaniment with migrants on the trespassing path are the California Province of the Society of Jesus, the Missionary Sisters of the Eucharist, the Mexican Province of the Society of Jesus, the Diocese of Tucson, and the Diocese of Nogales. Médecins Sans Frontières, MSF, Doctors Without Borders facilitates illegal immigration at our southern doorstep as well as across the Mediterranean Sea, as you'll see in Chapter 2. Since 2012, the group boasts its activists have been providing medical care and mental health care in Mexico to migrants and refugees from Honduras, Guatemala, and El Salvador, moving along the migratory route up through Mexico toward the U.S. MSF personnel are on the scene at migrant shelters and mobile clinics that parallel La Bestia railway lines. In addition, the organization opened a comprehensive health center in Mexico City in 2016 for caravan participants. Psychologists, medical doctors, and social workers are at the ready, along with staff who provide a full range of caravan concierge services, guidance, information on the migrant route and legal rights, plus referrals to second and third level medical and mental health service providers. MSF workers treat dehydration, skin infections, fatigue, acute stress, anxiety, and depression, injuries from traveling on top of freight trains, and injuries from violent incidents. The Mexico City region hosts a multitude of Casas de Migrantes. The El Samaritano Migrant House provides meals, baths, medical care, and phone services. It is conveniently located along the train tracks and has become an inevitable magnet for narcotics and human trafficking. Quote, "We will be here until the last migrant passes through," unquote. El Samaritano's sister Rosa Bogado vowed to Miami Herald reporter. At Casa Mambre, a special LGBTQI unit houses transgender migrants who receive separate shelter and psychotherapy services. Casa Tocan, which means our house in Nahuatl, teaches guests how to do woodwork and sell artisan crafts. Families bunking in CAFEMIN, or House for Shelter, training and empowerment of international and national women, bake bread and receive asylum advice. Casa del Migrante de Saltillo is gated and has stunning mountain views and close proximity to the train tracks. It provides 3 free meals a day and sells additional snacks and calling cards. Canada, the Netherlands, and the European Union provide donations to the migrant shelter. Once again, this was an article written by Breitbart, excerpts from Michelle Malkin's new book that was just released on September the 10th, titled Open Borders, Inc. Who's Funding America's Destruction? I want to thank everyone for coming. I hope you keep coming back.